Oh shit, we live. Only late 5 minutes. Well, I just set the reminder, but 5 minutes late. We're
It's okay.
getting better, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, nobody's here just yet, which is expected. But I don't know. I guess we should give time for at least a couple people to come in, or should we just
That's
start?
cool. I mean, we can wait. I have no problem with that. Let me
Okay.
actually go to the chat. Hold on. Let me cut my stuff down. I want to see who's in the chat. And I'm gonna post it on Instagram too. That'll be live.
Ooh,
Do that right now, actually.
Yes.
talking about the bad boys.
I am tired like that knot on what's name head. Okay,
Oh my god.
Lord,
Hey
Oh my
Kim.
gosh.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here with us. Short notice.
thank you.
Yes.
Um,
Shout out to everybody
and D La
who's
La. Hey, I am
planning
D
to
La La.
shout out to the girl I am D Lage. Yes. Welcome,
Stay with a
welcome,
blunt and
welcome.
something to drink. Can't be mad at it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But I
Was that
thought
my
this
end?
episode wasn't. You
Did I
said what?
freeze?
You didn't freeze to me.
Okay, because it was refreshing or whatever. I was like, oh my god, what happened? I'm
Oh.
sorry. I hope I didn't cut you off. My bad.
No. I was gonna say I thought this episode was decent. I mean, I think the first episode is always always it has a lot of energy because like all of these new people and you're like getting to know them and like seeing how they're gonna mesh. But I thought this
Mhm.
episode wasn't like bad. I feel like it had like a mix of things.
Right.
It had some loving, some fighting, some more loving, all of
Right.
that.
True.
Some confusion, you know.
Yes, I was
You know,
confused.
I was also very confused, but it's the second episode, and I can clearly see that the house is already divided. Might I
Very divided.
add, I'm glad that it's not giving the
Here
Lats
you
versus the
go.
blacks, i.e., shout out to the Circle, NYC. I'm just saying. I just have to throw it
Here
out
you
there. Thank
go.
God it's not giving that. But
Yes.
even through the drama, you can kind of see who's sticking to their bad boy nature and the
Mhm.
people who said, I'm a bad boy because I stayed true to myself. You can kind of see those people kind of becoming almost like puppets, little
Mm.
minions almost. But
Background characters.
furniture. But then we ain't
Mhm.
gonna get there yet. We ain't got there yet. I just also want to say shout out to Justin because I feel like he's done such a 180 from his fucking Come Up New York premiere or debut.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
just
Shout out
so
to
much
him.
fucking he's so like calm and he's actually thinking before he reacts. So like shout out to Justin for just being so fucking mature, like in the Bad Boys Club. I stand. I
Yes.
stand.
I don't know if I stand, but I appreciate the growth.
Yeah. We gonna see how good that growth is because I don't know if y'all saw at the end of the episode how his fist started
Yeah.
flying. I said, "Oh
Oh
shit, we got
yeah.
Justin
I think
fighting
they
now."
came for him
Mm-hmm.
though. I think
Huh?
he
Mm-hmm.
was I think they came for him
Oh
though. I
really?
think he
Okay.
was yeah, I think he
Yeah,
was
he was
defending himself.
defending Case, and then actually Poppy threw a drink on Case while Case was fighting, and then I guess Justin hit Poppy. They started fighting, but yeah. I'm
Mm.
like, Poppy, why would you throw that drink? And this man just rocks you 3 times within 48 hours. Like,
Listen.
I know your brain is just like,
And
sir.
you had a
He said that
weapon.
knot. He can't think straight.
Is the not thinking for him? Has it
Oh,
taken
Okay, the
over?
knot is not thinking. Okay.
crazy. You know what it's giving? Deep cut. Deep, deep, deep cut. But remember on Family Guy when Chris had that pimple and it was making him do all that crazy
He
shit?
look like
That's what he's kind of giving.
not a
So you're saying the pimple through the drink. Okay. The knot through the drink. Got you.
he
Got you.
blaming it
All
on the
right.
knot, the concussion,
The
basically.
concussion.
But
Mhm.
yes,
Yes.
shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But this is our review for
Mhm.
episode 2 of season 7 of Bad Boys Club, the Bad Boys Club, produced by
Mhm.
Gemini Films. I forgot the name of this episode. I normally
Double
don't be paying
trouble.
attention to the episode. Double Trouble. Okay.
Double fucking trouble.
A lot of double trouble, a lot of double loving. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, general thoughts, y'all. What were y'all first thoughts? And if you're in the chat, definitely, let us know your thoughts. We'll go back and highlight them, talk about them. So don't be afraid to let us know your opinions.
Yes.
Yes.
So as far as just the episode in general, or just the
yeah, just the episode.
Okay, the episode. I share the same sentiments as Troy. It first of all, it's kind of like you had such an explosive first episode. It's like it's really difficult to follow up after that. You know what I mean? I think that's why they probably try to continue the fight, but I wonder what it's going to give the next episode. This episode was cute, but like I said, it's kind of difficult to go after something as powerful as the first episode. So,
Okay.
I said it wasn't as, like Bub said, as strong as like the first episode, but I do like that we're getting character development on the second episode. You can see who's firm and who's kind of slithering and snaking and all of that thumbs down stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 3. Just so many goddamn fights and arguments, and
it's a lot. I said it's giving confusion. I don't think the girls, the boys, the girls. I don't think they know what they want. I think it's just a lot going on, and there's a lot of. 1 minute they fight, next minute they making out. It's confusing me. Let me know how they get down in Boston. Anybody in the comments if y'all from Boston, let us know, because Detroit, Chicago, the places I've been, I don't know nothing about that. But I thought the episode was interesting. I mean, but I agree with Bubs. Like, I do think it's hard to follow up after an explosive first episode. But I think it was, it was interesting. You're still seeing them mix and get to know each other. There's definitely a clear divide though, already. And yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, I guess before we get into the actual episode, we can highlight a couple comments, Shout out to everybody in the comments. Oh, Martez is here. Shout out to Martez. Thank you for being here. I know him in real life. Yes.
Real life.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Kim Franz said, I feel bad for the neighbors. All this fighting in this piece of an apartment. Yes.
That's literally one of my notes.
I feel bad for the pets. I feel bad for the pets.
The pets.
Them damn dogs is in that cage,
get on it.
Okay. Them dogs is just what is this nonsense?
That dog was in the cage I'm the animal. And y'all acting like food.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm the one in the cage and y'all the one loose. All right.
Right.
Okay.
We might need to swap places, honestly. But yes.
Oh my God.
Let's see. IMDLI said that apartment is small for them. Wow, Thundercats. Yes.
Thundercat. Oh.
Yeah. So
Thundercats.
Can I follow up on that comment? I want to go back to something that Bub said the first review, where he said he feels like the cast goes home and then they kind of just hang out in the apartment, because
I think I said
or was you? I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh no, I'm just wait, did I say that? 'Cause I definitely had that same thought.
My bad. But Kay said something it's the day after the fight, or we're coming back the day after the fight. And I was like, so did y'all go home and then y'all coming back to because even before the third fight with Case and Poppy, Rocky and all the other people were coming with bags and shit back to the house. So I'm oh, okay. I think there is just a spot for them to just party, and but
that makes the most sense.
Poor neighbors.
And I think Kay said he even slept on a couch or something. He was I was on the couch, my head was bleeding. So it's why you ain't in the bedroom again? So maybe somebody else has the bed. I don't know.
Also, his head is bleeding. Should he go to the hospital? They both definitely have concussions at this point. And they definitely should both be in somebody's hospital bed because I'm like, definitely shouldn't go to sleep with a concussion. But
right.
where's
somebody
where's
like
the headache?
grab the ice packs or something? Like
Yeah.
it's too
I
many
don't know.
headshots
Maybe
for
they
me.
they were so damn drunk they didn't feel it. I mean, I don't know.
There you go. There you go.
He was mixing shit. He did say he mixed light and dark, and that's
That light and that
that's a
dark.
horrible combination.
Mm-mm.
Don't do that.
But yes, let's get right on into the episode. Thanks for everybody in the chat, and everybody watching right now. And oh hey Spencer Whitelow, thank you for being here.
Yeah, shout out to Spencer.
Yes. But yeah, so we start off back at the fight. So Poppy, I guess he threw Case's picture out into the hallway for everybody to hear and potentially see. And so that got Case a little upset. I noticed that like you mess with somebody's picture, that's like the instant like we about to fight because same thing happened later in the episode. But yeah, threw his picture out, they start thumping. Definitely think Case got the first one and the second one, but definitely got the first one. Yeah, that like it hurt. I don't know if Poppy was drunk or
crazy. You could tell the switch. You could see the difference between the first fight and the second fight. Like the first fight, I feel like Case was just like throwing him around, like kind of got him in a headlock. You know, I'm just gonna play with you. That second fight, after fucking Poppy hit him with that hockey stick, you saw a different Case. That was a completely fucking. That was a whole different type of energy.
Hell like, yeah, that was self-defense Case at that point. Now you threatening me, and on top of it with a hockey stick, and you're not even really hitting me like that for real. Like, yeah, you gonna beat your ass. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a criminal defense.
Crazy.
Hockey stick.
Do y'all also find it? Is it just me? Like, it seems like everybody is mad at, I guess, Case for, I guess, not letting go of Poppy when they were telling him to let go, but everybody found it to be funny when Poppy was hitting Case with the fucking hockey stick. Oh, child, did he just hit this bitch with a hockey stick? Did you see what happened after he hit him with the hockey stick? Let's talk about that.
And like honestly, like I feel like I understand Case where I'm like, yeah, like okay, like if we get into a little tussle, it's a tussle. But the second you pull out a weapon and like try to hit me with that, like no, I'm full force. There are no rules to this fight because you just open the door to all the possibilities of how I'm about to beat your ass. Because like you can't come at me with no weapon and expect for me to chill. Like no. So.
No. And it's also very interesting too, because I think Case said like after the whole situation, he was like, "Oh, I feel like I can't trust nobody. The only person I can trust is Justin. If something happened to me at the club, I feel like Justin would help out. But in the meanwhile, when you're actually fighting, Justin wasn't holding your ass back. He wasn't there for you. Everybody else holding you back. So I'm like, okay. And I was down when Lilo said, okay, you're right. I ain't gonna help your ass.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you notice when they were fighting and like I think Lilo and maybe it was Lilo and what's the other one? Very light skin. No, the Rocky. When they were trying to break it up, I guess Case was hitting them, trying to hit Poppy, and I think that is what really pissed them off. Like I think that's their real issue is the fact that they were trying to break up the fight and Case was hitting them thinking he was hitting Poppy. Because you can even hear them saying like you're hitting me, like you hit me a couple of times when you were trying to hit him. So I'd like let them hoes fight. Like I ain't about to break that.
Very true. But that kind of goes back to this wouldn't be happening if Poppy didn't fucking hit him with the hockey stick.
Yeah. True.
He just took that and walked away.
Right. That's what Justin even said. Like, just you lost the fight. Why would you go get the hockey stick and then get your ass beat even worse the second goddamn time? So,
and you think third time's a charm? Wow. Okay.
I do have to respect the way Poppy respectfully took that L though, because he was still saying like, "Oh, I'll fight again," but he was like, But for real, like it's not even that serious no more. Like I'll fight you if you want to fight again, but like I don't even want to fight you no more. Like it's really not even that serious. I was like, that
And it's
damn
so funny
headache
you
is starting to
said
kick in.
that. It's so funny you said that because I remember in his confessionals, he was like, I'll Jocelyn Hernandez your ass or whatever. But we got the wrong version. We got the I cannot. That's the version he was given. So it was just very interesting for him to say that. I was like, wow.
We got Jocelyn versus Tommy in this.
Okay. Listen, Poppy was looking like Martin in that one episode when he got his ass
right
boxing match. That's what he was looking like. I said, goddamn.
And it's funny that even in his confessional, he said that he didn't want to fight Case anymore. Like, oh, you're irrelevant, but you swung on Justin. And then threw the fucking drink on Case after you just said that you didn't want to beef no more, but then you swung on. So Poppy's kind of all over the place at this moment. I do like that he doesn't. Well, he's backing down now after round 3, but it seems like the cast is just kind of rallying behind him, and they're rallying behind him for all the wrong reasons. Because obviously he seems like the only person that'll go head up against Case. So now that I think about it, that might be the only reason why they were grouped like behind Poppy. But
I also think them knowing each other beforehand also plays into it. Yeah.
Right. I forgot
because Rocky was like, "That's my bitch," and I'm like, "Oh, y'all clearly knew each other before this."
Clearly forgot. Keep forgetting that they fucking came into the Bad Boys Clubhouse as friends.
So let's get into this. Let's get into this volatile. I wouldn't say volatile. I'll say tumultuous. This tumultuous conversation between Lilo and Case in the bathroom.
Okay.
In the ladies' room. In the ladies' room. Because I said, what kind of tumultuous ass, problematic ass, toxic ass relationship is this?
Very.
I said, y'all were just arguing about the fight. And now you rubbing on his stomach, talking about give me a kiss. I'm like, this is giving a lot.
Like I said, y'all need to just fuck and get it over with. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Y'all just do it. Nike the shit. Just do it, please.
That bid was pretty big. So I mean,
it's crazy because I said that Lilo pulled Case in the bathroom on some please don't beat my ass type of energy. Like, let me make up with you so I don't catch none of those problems. Like, I'm sorry, Daddy. You know how I was just playing. That's what it gave. Said this man breath was stinking or stank, and then you kissed him again. So it's definitely giving. I don't want no issue with you.
What? Crazy. So you like stank breath ass niggas now? Is that cute? Right. That fight? All right, Lilo. I'll eat a sandwich with some onions on there or something. We can talk.
I feel like it should have been given Web Life, Brandon and his boyfriend arguing in the bathroom. Like, what? And everybody can hear them. Like, I can't. You said, I'm sorry, Daddy. You know I was just playing. Like, but I'm dead.
I also found it funny that during this conversation, Lilo was like, you can be cocky, but don't be cocky with me. And Case was like, you just gonna have to deal with it. I'm cocky. Like, nigga, who the fuck is you to be like, you can't be cocky with me on day 2 of annoying you?
In the Bad Boys Club.
In the Bad Boys Club.
Like, what? It's the Bad Boys Club. Bitch, of course we cocky. Like,
it's giving feelings. I don't get why they were so offended by the whole it's the Case show. Like I said, I feel like if you're a bad boy, whatever he said, unless it was something personal, it shouldn't affect you. The fact that they're super tight over it's the Case show is like, obviously y'all aren't bad boys.
Yeah, it shows insecurity because he even said it in the beginning, like in the first episode. He was like, at first he said it was a Case show, but then he said, "Oh well, I mean, I'm the king in my own shit. You should be the king in yours." You know what I'm saying? And everybody agreed. But I think when that alcohol started to kick in, he really started to be more. He has a right because he has a right to, be himself. But still, when you say something, especially in the Bad Boys Clubhouse, like you can't be upset with the accountability that happens. And then on top of that, you continue to take that same energy to the club too, which we'll get to. But it's like you kept holding on to that. So it's kind of like, if you're the bad boy, why not let it go?
True. Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
at least Rocky admitted that he was wrong for inviting Case out to the club. Because I was like, again, y'all don't like this man at this point. Why are you inviting him to the club? I don't
Exactly.
understand. Like,
Because they was all tonguing each other down. Like Troy said, it's some demon dick or something. I don't know what it is. Because it's like, damn, you hurting him and then you coming back. Y'all just slob each other down. I don't want the toxic life. Y'all can have that.
It's crazy. Like, imagine that type of energy where you fighting somebody, then the next day y'all fucking. It's like, I wouldn't want to sleep in that house. Like, I don't know if you about to run in and pop me or
pop you.
What we doing? So, like, you shut up. Showdown, mom. Is you gonna pop me or pop me?
Listen,
baby.
Shout out to Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. No, for shooting the girls up. Anyway,
my chest.
Anyway, they go to the club. I had a good time. I thought I really liked this scene because it really showed like they all have personality. They're not just here to fight. Like even Case was like talking to people, hanging out, enjoying himself. So I really liked this. I thought they were like, I wouldn't say they were bonding, but you know, they were all like having fun.
I did put that. It was fucking sending me that Case was sitting on Justin's lap on the way to the club while he was arguing with Rocky. I was like,
I didn't even see Justin in the
yes, sitting on Justin's lap while arguing with Rocky about the fight. I said, first of all, you sit on Justin's lap. I'm here for this. Number two, please don't bring this energy to the club. But like I said, they did seem to like have a good time. Hayes was in there in his thong. And you know what's crazy?
We watched it live.
Because I think he was the person that they was eating the gummies out of his thong episode 1. But I saw the comments in the live and somebody kept saying thong, like who in the thong, who in panties? And I'm like, who the fuck wearing panties? And it's Hayes in the club in that thong.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I saw one part where I don't know, I guess some other people came in, I didn't know who they was. And Justin was hitting this girl from the back, but the way he was doing it, it's like one of the people that when they do it, they look in the mirror and be like, yeah, you know you fucking this. Like very conceited. And then on top of that, while everybody had to party, unfortunately Poppy had to go. Because that fucking ankle monitor would have had that whole club roof blew the fuck off. And it would have took this nigga back to where he's not trying to go. So he had to leave. I'm like, what curfew you got? He said, I have a curfew.
Oh my
So you out here fighting and losing and got a curfew too? Girl?
It's a lot going on, Poppy.
Poppy. This ain't it, Poppy.
I said, I guess halfway house, I don't know what's going on. You got a ankle bracelet and you out here scrapping.
Did you just put TV. Halfway house on this boy?
I don't know what it's giving. I just
not him having to go to the halfway house.
Look, he got an ankle. I don't know how that goes. So you know, no shade or disrespect to anybody that's been through like the legal system, but how you a bad boy with an ankle monitor and you losing your fights? So,
if you're gonna wear the ankle monitor, at least win the fights. At least give us the reason why you got the ankle monitor on.
Right?
Is the ankle monitor on in case you get your ass whooped and you need help, like a Amber Alert button or something?
If he wouldn't have used that hockey stick, he could have just used that first fight. Like, oh, I was drunk. Like, it was a bad night. But, you know, Poppeth wanted to be a bad boy and go Jason Voorhees and my goodness. But
he came out like a demon from that damn room. I said, oh, shit. I thought I was watching a horror movie. I was like, oh, this is
a hell of a jump scare, wasn't it?
Right. My goodness.
For real. But yeah.
Crazy.
Thought it was interesting how he I guess went into detail or lack thereof about I guess why he's on probation or why he has a tennis bracelet, as some might say. But yeah, he said, you know, he was messing around with the wrong dude, and I guess he was framed apparently, and you know, that's why he got that ankle monitor. I'm curious as to what he got framed for. But I
wonder if it was fraud. Because I could see Poppy coming through in that fedora with that smooth voice. And kind of Life Jennings-ish, but not really so much Life Jennings-ish. But I could see him coming through trying to smooth talk a bank teller for a couple bands.
Okay. He put on his jury just to go to the bodega. I'm here for it.
Wait a minute. I can't stand you.
Not a Nicki reference.
Okay.
Not a Nicki reference. She's on the song, but not her.
Nice. That hat was nice. It was nice.
Well, that was a nice ass hat.
Listen, some of the looks that he served, I'm here for it.
He's gonna be home before the clock strikes 12, like Cinderella. Impossible.
I just said that. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
just
God.
found it interesting that he has an ankle bracelet and he's on like reality TV show, especially a show like Bad Boys Club. Wouldn't you want to try to? If you went on the show, you would try to make your character or try to change your character to seem more positive, or like you really are trying to change for good, not be on her fucking fighting and like. So hopefully Poppy watches this, Jeremy, because I believe that's his name. Jeremy, I'm speaking to you right now. Hopefully you watch this and you reflect and you actually do change. Like he seems like a likable person, just he's just doing a lot of just ignorant shit right now.
Yeah. I agree. Hopefully, I'm gonna highlight this comment because it popped up, and I was also thinking that. But what would the probation officer say?
Thank you, shit. I was just about to say that. Like, somebody could be messy and be like, "Oh, you going back? You going back? You thought you was leaving? You going back?"
I could just see the like probation officer like printing out him fighting, like photos of him fighting, and having it in like a manila folder, and be like, "You want to tell me about this? You want to let me know about what's going on here?"
Frame by frame of the fighting. Like,
wow.
That's crazy. But
yeah, they have fun at the club, went shirtless, which I thought, that's a lot, but Bad Boys. So and then it was Justin and Case, so I'm not surprised they didn't pop their shirts off. But yeah, I know. Okay, so we saw in the super trailer that they might have something going on, or they developed something. How do y'all feel about that? Because when you said that he was sitting on Justin's lap, and just thinking about how calm Justin is, I'm not mad at that pairing, because I feel like Justin seems like the type that might calm Case down in certain situations. I mean, he didn't in
because you would think it would be the other way around, because we've seen Justin, but like you said, he, it could be a complete 180, like a complete different side of him. As far as that parent, I mean, I don't know, because Case is making his way around the house. He didn't kiss almost everybody. The only person that didn't kiss was Tynell, and it looked like they was about to do some shit in the club. Case was on him.
In this club.
Case is gonna
in this club.
Okay. Listen, I guess he's gonna top everybody else, and then verse for Justin. I don't know. Let's give him a verse.
It really is about to be his show, because he got his tongue in everybody's mouth. And you know what's crazy? He said when he was introduced, niggas either want to fuck him or fight him. And so
but he do talk shit though. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing to be confident, but then it's like, I feel like there's a line between confidence and being conceited. Like, when you're confident, you ain't got to say shit. Everybody knows. But when you're conceited, you have to keep consistently reminding everybody. So it's like, okay, you had these people saying, okay, let's drop the shit, let's go to the club. And meanwhile, you bringing it there. And then, as you'll see, you still holding on to it after the next day. You're supposed to be getting some sleep.
Yeah.
But you bleed all up. Let me stop.
They got napkins or towels or something, because I'm sure there was blood on the ground.
Girl, I bet them cats wanted to call Carol Baskin. Get these ones. I'm the cat, and I'm the one calling your ass. Help me.
Yes.
I think I would like, now that, I don't know, I like Justin and Case together, but if it wasn't this setting, maybe if it was like the come up and they were kind of like, let's kind of get to know each other and hang out, but not like the Bad Boys Club. Like, like you said, he's tugging everybody. His tongue has been just everywhere. So
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's
if
crazy.
Justin's into that, then shout out to Justin. But I don't know. It really is interesting to see like Justin really just be so freaking relaxed. At least these first two goddamn
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
Because goddamn, I'm just thinking back to the come up where he met Spanky and it was like, what bitch? I was like, damn. He just says, you know me.
And then
You
took the
know
shirt off.
me, bitch. Right. But yeah, it's crazy to just see him. Not crazy, but it's just it's a good thing to see him just be so relaxed. So hopefully he can be the person that kind of calms Case down and maybe make Case a one man type of nigga. Maybe not,
Jay
maybe not
Hollister.
that, because it's still a bad boy, but I don't know. Hopefully in this situation he can just keep Case like level headed.
Okay.
No more fighting.
Well, it's
No
it's
more
them two
fights.
against the world. Against the house, I guess, since everybody else is on Poppy's side. But but yeah, so then I don't know, I guess we fast forward a couple days since there was a lot of tension. I'm curious as to why they separated them, because they went out to the club together. So it's like, I wonder, did something
I
happen
was
and then
also wondering about that. I was thinking that maybe they went out to the club the first night and then the fight
okay.
happened after they came back from the club and then they separated, came back, and that's when the third fight happened.
I can see that.
Cause
Ooh, okay.
ain't no way like they went out to the club and then a fight happened literally the next day.
Right.
Like y'all were just in this, like you said, in the club topless and kissing. So ain't no
Not
way.
topless.
Like
Not a boss tech key. Shout out to Boss Tech. Cabaret. Topless and making out with Jesus.
But yeah, ain't no way they just went to the club and they end up just fighting. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Just off rip. Like, cause Case fucking said he got hit in the head with a hockey stick. So ain't no way you got hit in the head with a hockey stick and you went to the club the same night. Like
that is definitely well.
You never know.
But at the same
Jersey
time,
shit,
though,
let us know if anybody in the chat is from Jersey or anybody that watches this from Jersey. Let us know.
That's a whole different breed. I don't know.
But let me ask you this though: if that's the case, what about Poppy having to go home for the curfew? Do you think he would have been able to go back to the house after the club because of his curfew?
That's a good question. Yeah,
that is a good question.
Or maybe I don't know. It was colder. It was snowing, so it does get darker faster. So maybe they went out like did all that. I don't know.
Ooh, that is a good point.
We done turned this shit into a damn mystery. Did they do it?
What's going on? You got a Nancy Drew this shit.
Like, death on the Nile. A hit with a hockey stick on the Nile.
Right. But so they're divided. Justin and Case are, talking about the whole situation. Case basically feels like, these niggas are weird. One minute they like me, they want me to go to the club. Next minute they don't like me. All over a silly comment. He said he's from the city. He also made a weird comment, and a couple people made a similar comment throughout the episode, basically saying how, like, I guess the other dudes are bitches. They're the only niggas in the house. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'm curious. I'm like, we're the only niggas in the house. Y'all not the only black people. Y'all not the only men. So I'm trying to figure out how y'all the only niggas in the house when y'all doing the same shit that they doing. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, they're chatting about, the situation. And the other boys, they're coming up in the elevator, got their Casamigos. So clearly they've been partying. And yeah, both sides are basically just talking about like how they don't like the other side. And how y'all feel? Like, what side are y'all on? Are y'all on a side? Like, also let us know in the chat. Are you on a side? Pick a side. Which one?
If this is Bad Girls Club, no, I don't side with Bad Boys. So no shade. I like the show, but I don't have a side right now. I did have, like, Justin is my favorite. So far he's been my favorite. But no, I don't have a side.
Okay. Who do you think in the situation? Like, who do you think is more right or wrong, or do you see both sides? Like,
I felt like it was all petty up until Poppy hit Case with the hockey stick. Like everything
okay.
was just basically it was just petty. They were just mad about his comment until
Mhm.
it wouldn't have escalated if Poppy didn't hit Case with the hockey stick. But like Case, like I said, Case does talk a lot of shit. It doesn't warrant him being hit with a goddamn hockey stick. But you know, just because y'all dislike it's this petty drama. Y'all don't dislike him. Just go do your own separate thing and let Justin and Case kind of like do their own separate thing. Like
Exactly.
just
I just thought it
that's
was
how I look at it.
I just thought it was odd because I felt like I don't know, like I mean, I guess that's happened in the Bad Girls Club where like somebody is like, "Oh, I'm, you know, it's my show," or they say something kind of like shady, and then everybody else is like, "What? What did you say?" And it's like, I mean, it's just a comment. Like I could see if like he kept saying it, like and kept getting on your nerves, and like obviously we don't know what happens when they put the cameras down, but like I don't know. To me, it was just like petty, and I felt like they wanted a reason to gang up on him. And once they realized, like, oh, he can kind of fight, and he can put out a head, so don't do that. Let's not do that. Like, you know, he can throw them things, but I think they kind of. I mean, like, it's common in the Bad Girls Clubhouse too to like gang up on one person. So I can kind of see where Case is coming from, where it's like, okay, y'all are all mad, but I fought Poppy. I only fought Poppy, but yet all of y'all are mad.
Right.
And like Rocky and Tynell and even Lilo can't really say that, you know, they didn't gang up on him because they did. Like,
right.
you know, so they all have a problem with him. They all were trying to address him over some petty Instagram comment. And I'm like, y'all, it's an Instagram post. Who the fuck cares? Like,
right.
Y'all met over an Instagram post? Like,
right. And he didn't even
God.
add anybody in the goddamn Instagram post.
Yeah.
All he said was just 5 versus 1, and they took it like personal. But
I mean, but at the same time, I mean, we know how to count, so it's like you low key, kind of like saying something right then and there when you do that. But I do agree, like, well, let me ask you this: do you guys feel, and even in the chat as well, do you guys feel like they're trying their best to make a big impression, like a big first impression? Like Rocky's the only one we've seen that was 3 seasons, so he already ain't got to really do much because he got the veteran card. But do you feel like that's the reason why they're probably so attached to it? Because it's like, I'm trying to make my first impression, and then here it is, you doing all this other type of stuff. I hope I said that right. I hope I explained that right.
No, I
am high.
Yes,
I'm high.
I see that. I thought about that, where it's like they came in as where some of them came in as like I guess friends, but I feel like some of the friends are putting on for the camera differently than how they put on outside of like when the camera's off. When they walked into the house before the fight, they were chill, like not chill, but they were like talking about the post, like, oh, I'm mad about the post, but like y'all get in there and it's just like, like it's like a kitten. Where was this energy walking into the goddamn, like the energy was different. The energy getting off the elevator was different when y'all got in Case's face. So either you want to fuck this man or you either want to fight this man. Like, I'm not saying I'm team Case, but like it's just what's, I guess, irritating me is the fact that they're letting this ignorant comment, not ignorant, but petty comment, like trigger them. Like his comment wasn't negative, it wasn't derogative, he didn't slur anybody. So the fact that y'all are tight over a comment was like sending me. And then like 5 minutes later, y'all be like, let him kiss y'all. So make up your goddamn mind. Okay.
Maybe this is a cycle that they enjoy. I don't know.
Like maybe he said either you want to fight or fuck, and you already said you ain't fucking them, so I guess the only option left is to whoop your ass or attempt to.
Well, Tynell was the only one that said that he wasn't fucking nobody there. And Tynell is just chill. So he just like, listen, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not fucking nobody. I'm just here to serve looks. Period. Serve face, honestly, because you know he's gorgeous. But
yeah, he is.
You know, he's like, I'm just here to serve looks, and that's it. So
Okay, and be
I
shy in the
appreciate it.
corner because that would be me. All the people, I'm gonna be the shy one too. Like I don't know y'all like that to be all in y'all damn throat like that.
Right, like Corona. I mean, we already breathe in the same air, but
Okay.
still,
See,
like
Pat, if I was on the show, I would have grabbed. I would have told Lilo ass, "Come on, let's go outside and smoke a blunt. Fuck these other bitches. Let them fight. Let's go out and do
right,
our own thing. Let's
yeah.
make our own scene. Come on."
Right. Like,
See, I
just like Hayes even said, why is there so much drama? Why aren't we at 99? Why aren't we going to explore the city? Why aren't we doing the trampoline thing? Go do the goddamn trampoline thing, like Hayes said, and stop fucking fighting. Like,
I think that they think that Hayes. I think they think that Case is trying to like put on for the cameras, I guess you could say. Like he's trying to make a name for himself. When honestly, I feel like Case is just being himself. Like, especially since they were drunk. Like, people say all types of shit when they're drunk, like so to me, it's just like I feel like he was just being like, trying to be funny, trying to be out there. And I feel like they took it like, oh, bitch, you trying to be cute. Well, let's try you. And then once they found out that he can kind of thump, they was like, oh, well, we gonna have to reassemble. We're trying to figure out what's
Let
going
me kiss on your ass a
So,
little bit more, break you down.
listen, let me emotionally manipulate you a little bit.
Yes. Did I say that your breath stink? No, I was just.
I be walking into the punches. Okay, I be walking into the punches. All right.
This is too close to domestic violence, honestly. Like these intimate partner relationships, and then they're doing violence on top of that. It's a little concerning, but yeah. So they walk in, definitely reminiscent of a opening fight. They come up through the elevator, and as soon as they come in, right away on site, thumping. This is
Who
on
is
site.
That? Who is that? Who is
that's
that?
literally one of my comments. Rocky, like,
who is that? Like, not them thinking some random was waiting in their house to attack them.
Damn.
Like,
Poppy said he wanted that. Did he say he knows some people that can get his ass? Maybe he thought it was that person. Who is that? Poppy said, take this nigga out.
Rocky said, "There's a stranger in my home, and I want him out."
Yes.
Like, oh my god,
they were so lost. Like, that shit.
I was like, it's clearly Poppy and Case. Like, it's clearly I can see them fighting. It's clearly them. But yeah, they got their one off, and yeah, it was just as brutal as the second time they fought. I think, but. Yeah, it was.
Everybody knew not to jump in this time. They said I got hit too many times before. Because Poppy, like you said, was the only one that got touched. So I guess Lilo got touched and said, "Bitch, let me stop playing. Your breath, my breath was stinking. It wasn't yours. It's my breath bouncing off of you. Let me get myself together." Yeah, but shout out to Rocky because Rocky don't give a fuck, bitch. All Rocky wanted to know was, okay, bitch, fuck all y'all hoes fighting. Who fuck with my shit?
Yes. And honestly, at first I was like Rocky, because I've never seen any of the other Bad Boys. I watched a little bit of the All Stars, and honestly didn't pay him in the best light. No shade, but I was like, he's kind of giving all talk because he keeps talking about how Case is a problem and he's willing to solve it, but he hasn't done anything yet. But once he saw that X is on his picture, he said, "Who put this on who did this?" And it was the look on his face, though. He was just like, "Oh, now I gotta beat a bitch ass." He walked over there so casually and just beamed that fucking thing. Like he's done that so many times before. And I was like, "Okay, Rocky, look at you." And
but not everybody getting dressed up in war attire. You got Case wrapping his shit with this bandana on. Then you see Rocky changing the shit, his shoes and stuff, and putting his do-rag on and shit. I'm like, well, at least y'all battling for war. I mean. Hey,
all they needed was the petroleum jelly.
Okay. I'm worried about Rocky because Rocky got hair. So I don't want what's gonna grab his hair because he's grabbing Poppy shit now. So
yanking them dreads out. But I said not Rocky changing.
You got them two fight and then you got Justin fight. I just want to see calm everybody down.
2-on-2, like that is insane. Like, I love a 2-on-2, a tag team. You know I
They done
love a
turned
tag
this
team.
into a damn TLC match. Okay?
Right.
Abel's
A
ladders
tag
and
team
hockey
Okay,
pucks.
match.
yes,
Like,
goddamn Extreme Rules match. Like,
Okay.
but
oh my god.
yeah, that was that damn 2-on-2. That was insane
Yeah.
and fucking intense. But like you said, shout out to Rocky for throwing his picture. They don't get enough for throwing shit in this house too, by the way.
True. Yeah.
Like, yeah, shout out to Rocky for throwing a picture and getting a pop in. And I'm excited for episode 3 because I want to see how this fight plays out. Because for the longest, I was trying to figure out who that was fighting on the couch because I still thought Case and Justin. I thought Case and Poppy were still fighting in the kitchen. I just knew it was Rocky because of the bonnet. So I'm like, who the fuck is he fighting on? He's not tussling, but he's brawling with Case. Getting it in on that couch and a new Air Force Ones. Like, nigga, no, you didn't change from a new pair of Air Force Ones to go fight in a new pair of Air Force Ones.
I need
like,
to
really, Rocky?
purr.
Really, Rocky? Come on, Ellie.
I wonder is this fight gonna send Rocky home? Is it gonna send Rocky? Yeah, is it gonna send Rocky home? Because I feel like he was already talking about how like he's a veteran, he's done this so many times before. So I wonder, like, is this fight? Because I feel like somebody has to go home from this fight. Like somebody, like, there's no way. Like,
go home. It should be Poppy because he's the one that initiated these things. I mean, he grabbed a hockey stick, so it's like, why get rid of Rocky? I mean, yeah, he's a veteran, but the people want him on the show. And he is one of the faces of Bad Boys Club, so it's kind of like having him on the show does bring that validity to it. But like Kay said, bitch, this is my show. You can go home once it's my show.
I just know that he was saying, like, you know, like, oh, like, I know, like, y'all might want me out because I've done this before. And if it's like a group vote, I feel like, well, I guess if it's a group vote, he still would be in the house because it's Justin and fucking, it's Justin and Case versus everybody else who's on Rocky's side. So yeah, he would stay regardless, I guess. So
that makes sense.
Damn.
Interesting. That is, so now I'm wondering who is going in to new replacement. Oh, I can't wait to yell that shit out. But I'm looking forward to episode 3. Like, it's crazy that I kind of like had this, I guess, preconceived notion that Bad Boys Club was just like this, but minus the, I guess, the depth or without the depth of the characters. Like, I just thought it was a bunch of guys just fighting, or it is, but like some of the characters are really interesting.
I want them to kind of get into like their lives though. Like, I kind of want to see where you come from, why are you here, you know, what do you want to work on? And I did think, aside from the fighting, that Hayes was funny when he was like, all of this damn drama, like, can we go do something? Can we go on the trampolines? Can we go to the zoo? It's getting warm outside. I said, what?
Yeah.
He want to go on field trips.
Right. Like, let's just get outside the house. Like, even if there is drama, like, you can only be mad for so long if you fucking outside doing some fun, like some shit that's like taking your mind off of fighting and just petty comments. Like, being.
Now, how would y'all feel if they ever ended up doing something like, I don't know, probably before the next season, like bad boy activities? Like every day there's an activity you have to do together as a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's like taking a splice or like a slice from like the show Flavor of Love. Like, they were all competing for Flavor Flav. I don't know why the fuck they was. Give me Poppy with the knot, okay? But it's like they still did activities that was still catered around him. You get what I'm saying? So I think it would be interesting for them to have activities to do together as a group.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then of course the natural drama will come and stuff, but I think that would be a good idea maybe for next season.
That is a good idea. Activities that kind of build like a brotherhood, or in like teach them how to like bond without I guess being catty and always wanting to fight or whatever. But that would be interesting.
I think that would be dope. I know in the past, like with Bad Girls Club, they've said like, oh, like they don't do a lot of stuff just because the boredom creates drama. Like, if you're bored, you'll start to like, you know, talk shit and then eventually get into a fight. And, you know, even though the producers say that that's not what they want, that's clearly what they want. But yeah, I would enjoy that. Like, I honestly think that they should do like a bunch of different things, like, you know, and I think that will bring out their personalities and their stories too, just like doing different things and interacting with different people. So I agree, that would be cool. Get out of that 2-bedroom apartment.
Please, please, with the desperate cat.
Okay.
Right? That apartment is just gonna be just haunted, baby.
Ran
that might
through.
be like the set of like the next Conjuring movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Like they just released all types of spirits in that
There's
goddamn
something in there,
apartment.
Yes. Oh my god. Well, before we head out, I'll highlight a couple comments. You know,
Yes.
definitely not too late to comment if you want to. I know there's 5 people watching right now, so
Shout out to y'all.
yeah, shout out to
Yes.
y'all on this good Monday.
Okay.
But Spicy Original said, probably thought it was an angry neighbor, all that thumping and hollering they were doing in the hallway.
Child, that'd be the worst.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I'm like, y'all ain't get no noise complaints or nothing.
yeah, that's what
Y'all
I'm
ain't
like.
about to get the Airbnb dude calling you. Come on now, what's going on?
What's going on?
Y'all breaking shit,
Right.
throwing shit, pets everywhere, harm to animals.
It's the pets for me. I know they were just
Right?
stressed.
Look around. You want to save your career, you better put it into your shit. No animals hurt. When people about them damn animals on play, they will shut your shit down in a minute.
Right?
Okay?
If animals are being harmed,
Carol
yes,
Baskin
they
your
will. Listen. Wait. Not shit, pro. You're a fool. Alexa, play stranger at my house by some.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm
they
thinking
said,
about
who
that shit
that?
all day. What's that?
Okay.
What's that?
But you never know.
Like-
Maybe he thought Case brought people, because I mean, we see on the other Bad Boys, somebody brought somebody to fight their battles. So
And it sure wasn't the Lord.
set
Wasn't
that person up to get their ass beat. I'm so sorry. But yes, Daniel K. It was on site. Like, as soon as they saw each other, it was it was a
Actually,
fight.
as soon as Kay saw Poppy, because
Yes.
you know,
Oh yeah, because did he attack him from behind? I didn't even.
they were
notice,
saying
but
that Kay snuck
that's what
him,
Poppy
but
said.
that's another thing that kind of was like, they was like, oh, you snuck him, or Rocky was like, you snuck him, and I was like, well, didn't he just hit Case with a fucking weapon? So
Yeah.
you walked into the house after hitting this man with a weapon. You wasn't expecting a fight. Like, that's kind of on Poppy. So
That is true. Yeah.
And honestly, that's one thing I didn't like about Bad Girls Club is the fact that, like, if sometimes when the girls didn't like a particular person, they would like use anything they could to like justify not liking them, even if it didn't really make sense. Like, this man hit him with a whole weapon, and y'all are like, I don't understand why you're attacking from the back. Like, the rules are out the window once you hit him with, you know, a weapon, you know. So yes. Somebody said, "Hey, Bubs."
yes, hi. What is
Aries?
up?
Yes.
That's one of my people's.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here. IMD Allah said, no, Poppy asked Karan to do that before the show even aired, so he won't be in trouble when the show comes out. Oh, so is this about him being on probation? Did he fix that for himself? I mean, I would assume so. Like, if you know you're going on the show, like, you know, but who knows?
Interesting to be in that situation and to really be being a bad boy in the situation that you're in.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess this is connected to the other one. IMD La La said, they said they were on the after show. They emailed probation. They said on the after show, they emailed the probation officer to let him know that he was doing the show and all that comes with it. Oh, so I guess he let okay. So still kind of, because, you know, he is fighting. And,
right.
You know, that is.
They just said, if you going to fight, bring that ass home before the street lights go out. If you going to fight.
He said, if you going to fight, you better win. If not, you going back to jail. Like,
and we go whoop your ass.
right.
Okay.
Giving what did it say? Relly from Bad Boys LA.
Oh,
You
Bad
gonna beat
Boys
his
Club.
ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what it's giving. But yes, let's see. Shout out to Terrence Maloney. He said people are getting the shows confused. This is Bad Boys. There is a Bad Boys LA and there is a Bad Boys Club. Yes, there are two different shows. Yep, which we addressed in our first review of the show. Check that out if you haven't already. Very funny. But confronts, yes, it was giving toxic when they were in that bathroom arguing and then about to make out, but then not about to make out. You know what it was kind of giving? Oh, I swear I'm not trying to give like references to the other Bad Boys, but
I thought you was about to give a Mika reference, but go ahead.
I got one geared up. No, I'm just playing. But but it was giving, if you watch that show as well, it was giving when it was giving Milan versus Jonathan when they were arguing in the they were like arguing in the what was it? It was like a closet. They were arguing over their room and they were like arguing, but they were also giving like, we might make out, but not. Like it was giving real interesting energy. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, that's not in my ministry. But
as for me in my house, okay, we don't play it over here.
No praying mantis relationships over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Martez Toriano said, I felt like we seen all the fights in the trailer in the first 2 episodes. Yes, I also. But I know some other people come through. And it still looked interesting though. Like even like watching the trailer, like I saw some things and I'm like, oh, that's coming up. So, but yeah, those 2 fights were definitely in the trailer. Hopefully they have some other things coming though. But yeah,
you know what else I've been saying for the longest? When Hazel's in that wig, like, you know how we give it the fuck up. I've been saying that shit for the longest. Like, come through, Hayes.
Wait, who said that? Hayes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that Fendi scarf. Here for
it. Yeah, I said this is a completely different look.
He gonna wear that. Listen, if Hayes gonna do something, he gonna wear that Fendi scarf. Okay.
That's what that was in that damn Fendi scarf trying to break up that fight. I said, who the fuck is this in this damn scarf?
Drake over his shoulders.
Why do you have a Fendi scarf doing a bra right now? Like, now when they grab it and get to choking somebody with that shit, don't be mad.
Child.
Well, Hayes and his confessionals with that damn mask on look like he be ready to shoot a nigga too. So I mean, he might be with it. He might be that bougie ass auntie that they got a pistol in her damn purse. Okay, bitch, I'm nice. But I'll pop you.
He does seem masked up, like he about to, yeah. But yeah,
down
like
the ride chick,
a bad boy, a true bad boy. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. And yeah, definitely like the live if you haven't already. Probably should have said that more often throughout the live, but yeah, like, comment as well once it becomes a actual video to watch. And yeah, share if you care to. And yeah, we'll be here again next Monday, trying to get a consistent schedule. You know, we're bettering ourselves, just like the Bad Boys. We trying to better ourselves, so you know. We out
minus
here,
the excessive tonguing.
Yes, the minus the yes,
and the fighting.
Yes, and
the hockey sticks. And the thongs. I mean, I don't know. Do y'all wear thongs on this? I don't.
You know,
that's too much chafing. In the club, in the thong, that's too much chafing. I just says nothing but just being uncomfortable. Especially if you twerking, like just go commando. Like, just
Okay,
do
but you got a
that.
Ooh,
thong. I
that's
feel
a
like
lot.
it's just invading you all the time. What is going
Maybe
on?
that's what he's into. Maybe
I
that's what
mean,
he's
yeah,
into.
look, ain't no, I wasn't
Damon.
complaining because, like I said, I like ass. So if it's thrown in the air, I ain't eating gummy bears out of it. Now, once we take a shower or something, it's cool. But just I'm meeting you, and we didn't have these drinks, and you
Yeah.
know how sometimes people breath be when they be drinking and shit. And you're okay.
Listen, I said, sir, I don't know you. I'm not eating gummies out of your thong.
Right.
Sorry.
No.
But
Mm-mm.
yeah, definitely comment, definitely like, definitely share if you care. And yeah, we will see y'all in the next one. Any lasting thoughts before we head out on
Just thank y'all again
episode?
for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for
Of
the rest of
course.
Yes.
this season and doing the review. It's actually like one of my highlights for the week. I look forward to this. So thank y'all again.
Yes. Yeah, I
Yes,
look forward to it
yes,
as
we
well.
appreciate you.
Like,
We love to have you. Yeah.
yes, thank you again, Buzz, for being here, and thank you
Mhm.
again, everybody that was in the that commented, everybody that was in the chat, everybody that came
Yes.
through to watch. I'm just looking forward to the rest of the season of Bad Boys Club season 7 by Gemini
Mhm.
Films.
Yes. Shout out to Gemini Films.
Yes, huge
Doing
shout out
big
to Gemini Films for
things.
Crime.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes. Well, we
Yes.
will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yes.